by the way, is the rain snow line, what we use as a proxy. But if we move this low pressure system along into, say, Friday at 9 o'clock, this is showing very heavy snow in Washington, D.C., the snow coming into New York. And then the system really slows down as the upper level features catch up with it. And it is going to produce an extended period of snow in that Metroplex quarter from D.C. up through New York and Boston going into Saturday. The silver lining, it's a weekend, but look at the tightness of those lines around that low. That suggests a very long period of easterly winds off the ocean, coastal erosion, possibly some flooding, and a lot of moisture brought back into the cold air. So Michael's outlining where that coastal erosion could take place all the way up to the Cape. That's something we'll have to watch.
In true nor'easter fashion, I mean, no stranger to big-time winter storms that have real coastal and wind impacts.
That is correct. And as we see, even going into Sunday morning, that storm will be impacting down East Maine, those portions of the Gulf of Maine in there before it eventually moves off. Now, the snowfall totals, we're not putting numbers on here right now because we're a little far out in advance of this. Some of the models are suggesting, and this is a suggestion, as much as 2 feet of snow across the Appalachians to the west of Washington going up through south central PA. There's the GFS model. Now let's bring up the European model. You can see the swath of the heaviest snow is about the same. One thing I want to point out, that I-95 corridor there and along the Delmarva up through southern Jersey, those areas there may have a more extended period of rainfall. That's the rain snow line. Big gradient, big change in snowfall from the coast. Look at, Michael's putting this on here, about a 75-mile distance. You could go from well over 2 feet of snow to about 4 to 5 inches.
And that's basically within the scope of the models. The models basically divide everything up to 25 or 50-mile boxes.
That's it.
If you have a 75-mile swath, I mean, that's saying equal chances.
Yep, so the takeaway, stay tuned, because there is going to be a pretty good storm here, but the details are still to be worked out.
All right, so that's the bottom line. We're still several days away, several model runs away to go before we get to that potential big-time storm. So with that said, what do we look for from